Hey, what's happening? My name is Leonard Nwoteh and welcome to the Real Estate Investing channel. So today I'm going to be talking about hard money lending, how you can actually use hard money to actually fund your real estate fix and flip. So many people always think that you must have cash to actually do a fix and flip, but no, you can actually do hard money lending. So normally the bank usually borrow money to actually fund deals, but as far as ugly properties are concerned, the bank would not borrow you money to actually do a fix and flip. They only want to fund the house or fund the deal when it has been completely renovated and ready to move in. So this is where the hard money guys comes in. What is hard money lending? These are individuals that borrow money from other people and then they lend it to the flippers at a higher interest rate. Or there are companies that actually raise capital from other people and at the lower interest rate and they lend it to the flippers at the higher interest rate. So because the bank doesn't finance ugly property, hard money lender is very important as far as real estate flipping is concerned. So hard money lender, they are going to borrow you money to fund the deal. So most of the time they are going to borrow. Sometimes they do a 100% of the LTV plus the renovation cost, depending on your expertise. If you have been flipping property for a while and you have a good knowledge about it and you have experience, good resume, then some of them they borrow you money for 100% LTV, that's loan to value, and then they also plus they also borrow you money for the renovation. So, but the thing is that they are very expensive, and they usually ranges between 8% to like 15%. So if you are a new flipper, then they can borrow you only like 60% or 70%, or if you really have a good hard money lender, they can do 80%. So the 60% or the 80% or the 70% that they're going to borrow to you, loan to value, they always add points. So what are points? So point is 1% of the money that you borrow. For the new investors, they can charge you between 60 to 80% loan to value, and they will also charge you points. Sometimes they charge 3 to 4 points, and 1 point is 1% of the amount that you're borrowing. And they can also they can also fund the renovation cost. The loans are usually very short-term loans between 6 months to 1 year, and they actually use the property as a collateral for the loan that they borrow. So they always stand as the first place. What does it mean by first place? For example, if you buy the house and you fix it and you're not able to pay the loan, or because you bought it wrongly or something like that, and the house have to go to foreclosure, and when it goes to foreclosure, they are the first people that needs to get their money first before any other person. If as a new investor, if they borrow you 60%, then you have to come up with 40% of the LTV. If they borrow you 70%, you have to come up with 30%. If they borrow you 80%, you have to come up with 20%. But they are always but the more you have experience and the more you do a lot of flips, then they borrow you more and at lower interest. So that is how it functions. So I've used a couple of them, and the one in the DMV area, Washington Capital is very good hard money lenders. They lend to me at a low interest rate right now. But when I started, they were lending they were lending to me with a very high interest rate. So when I started, actually, my first deal I used cash. So I did not know about the hard money lending until I started going to masterminds and the seminars, and I had to learn that you can use other people's money and you can use hard money lending to actually fund your real estate deal. But the thing about hard money lending is that you have to be able to buy well. If you don't buy your property well, you will not be able to pay that loan and all those interest rate and also the renovation cost. So I'm going to talk about the advantages and the disadvantages of getting a hard money loan. First, let's start with the advantages. The first advantage of getting a hard money loan is they can close fast. Like in 7 days, they can close that deal. So normally the bank usually takes like a month or a couple of weeks to actually close a deal, but hard money, they're gonna take 7 days to close that deal. And most of the with this real estate fix and flip business, the sellers, most of those motivated sellers, they want to close ASAP. I mean, they want to close now. So if you put the property under contract and you don't close fast, they're gonna move to another investor. Except you have clauses in your contract that you can actually keep them. But they want to sell to you at a cheaper price because you can close fast. That's why they want to sell to you. So you must be able to close fast. So that is one of the best advantage of the hard money lenders. The second one is that they makes you a lot of money. You leverage OPM, other people's money. You can actually come in with little or no money and actually get a loan depending on your expertise, and you get a deal, fix it up, and sell it, and you make money as well as they make money as well. And the another advantage is that they can, if you have a lot of experience, they can loan you 100%, like 100% an LTV plus the renovation cost. But most of the time, they always give you the renovation cost. They don't give you the renovation cost upfront. They give you after you have complete the deal. So if you have some money for renovation, they can lend you you can get the loan, do your project, do everything, buy the house, complete renovation, sell it, and then you should be able to pay them back. As far as the disadvantages are concerned, the first one is the loan is very expensive, especially for new investors. Just imagine that you want to start, you want to get a loan for 250 k to buy an ugly property. They're gonna say, since you don't have any experience, they're gonna borrow you like maybe 60 percent of the loan to value, and at maybe between 12 to 15%. Sometimes they go up to 16 or even 17% plus points, and 1 point is 1% of the loan. So if you're they usually give like 3 points, so you're gonna pay, let's say, 16% of interest and then plus 3 points, and they usually get that point up front. So that is one of the disadvantages. Very expensive. So you need to buy well. If you don't buy well, then you might you might fall. You might go under the water. That's why you have to know your market. You have to be able to analyze deals very well. You can check one of my videos how I analyze a deal from start to finish, and to be able to come up with an offer and buy that property. I had that property under contract, bought that property, and was able to place the renovation and everything, and sold it at a higher price. And then the second part is that they take the first place as far as the loan is concerned. So when they give you the loan, the property is collateral. If anything happens, you don't do your due diligence well, you're not able to sell the property, or you fix the property and there's a lot of costs and you cannot pay and it has to go to foreclosure, they are the ones that needs to get the money first. So if you put any down payment, you might lose it. Then third, if you're a new investor, you actually have to put down, if they are giving you 60% loan to value, you still have to bring up 40%. So you have to have that money 40%. And when they loan you that 60% to actually purchase the ugly property with the 3 points, this you have to pay the point upfront. So, and then the renovation cost, they are not going to give you the money upfront. You have to still look for money and do the renovation before they give you that money. So those are the disadvantages as far as a new investor is concerned. But overall, if you take a look at it, it's a very good strategy for flippers, because you can actually come in with a little amount of money instead of coming up with all the cash to buy the property. So for example, if you want to buy a property for $250,000, let's say you advertise, you got a lead, and you guys agree to buy the property as it is for $250,000. So if you go to a hard money lender, the hard money lender says, hey, we like the deal and we are going to fund this deal. We are going to close in 7 days. So, but we are going to do 2 points, and then we are going to do 12% interest. So if you do a 12% interest on that 250, it's going to be $30,000. So they always do like maybe 6 months. It's going to be $30,000 plus 3 points or 2 points. So 2 points is going to be 1% of that 250,000, which is going to be $2,500. So the total is going to be $32,500 just for the interest and the point. So if, for example, you buy the property for 250 and then the renovation is $50,000, then that is like $300,000. And then you sell the property for $400,000, then you have a profit of $100,000. So that $100,000 you will be able to pay them around maybe $40,000, because you have the $32,000 500 for interest and points. And then when you want to get the loan, they have to charge you processing fee, application fee, and all those hidden fees that they always put at the background. Then plus the closing costs, because when you're buying an ugly property and you're telling the seller that we are going to pay closing costs and fee everything, you pay closing costs and transfer taxes and recordation fee and all that stuff. That 32,500 might even hit to 40,000 or 45. So if you make $100,000 on the property as profit, then you're moving $45,000, you should be able to walk away with $55,000. Meanwhile, you came in with maybe little or no money. So that is why I always emphasize that you have to be able to buy well. And the good deals are always the off-market deals. So you need to learn how to do pay-per-click, or you do cold calling, or you do batch texting. There are so many means where you can actually look for off-market deals, but you have to actually first invest in yourself before you go out there and try to put deals under contract. And also, when you invest in yourself, like, you have to look for a coach or go for mastermind and learn how you can analyze deals, or you can or you can study your market, and to be able to put a deal under contract at a very good price, so that when you get all these loans, all these additional costs, still will be able to make profit, a lot of profit, that you can pay them and you still walk away with a lot of money. So make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to this channel for more real estate video. Let's roll, baby. Boom.